What is going on, my fellow outlaws? Outlaw Gary here, and in today's video we are talking about Red Dead Online and the future of Red Dead Online. What is to expect, where we are now, and what's to come. Of course, Red Dead Redemption 2 is the biggest selling video game of 2018. It exceeded all expectations Rockstar had and had the biggest opening weekend in entertainment history. These are not easy things to accomplish. Red Dead Redemption 2 had a near perfect critical reviews and multiple Game of the Year, critic reviews and multiple Game of the Year awards from various different companies. But you look at Red Dead Online and you know it's in beta, and we feel very left out. It feels very empty, and all of us have been going through this, I guess, pain with Red Dead Online. But never fear, Red Dead Redemption 2 is not going anywhere, as Rockstar has some solid plans. Now, if you guys do not know what's going on, Take-Two, the, I guess, parent company of Rockstar Games, they recently had an earnings call. Now, if you're not familiar with the stock market and things like that, pretty much they let the investors know of their company, like, hey, this is where we're at, this is where we want to be, this is the growth we've had, and they discuss all of 2018, and they discuss quarter one of 2019, what they have planned for 2019 as a whole, and then of course moving into 2020, what their plans are. In this earning call, Red Dead Redemption 2 was mentioned various times. Because of that call that I listened to for over an hour and 10 minutes, I have come back to you guys with some information on what you guys can expect from Red Dead Online. And let me warn you guys now, this is not the information you want to hear, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So bear with me. Of course, if you guys are new around here, hit the subscribe button as I upload Red Dead Redemption 2 content every single day. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So first things first, as you guys know, Red Dead Online was launched in November. It was a free to play add-on of Red Dead Redemption 2 with the purchase of Red Dead Redemption 2, free on PS4 and on Xbox One. Of course, blending the narrative with competitive, Red Dead Online has immersed this beautiful game that we've all come to fall in love with, that we can now play with friends. And I think that's the main focal point of Red Dead Redemption 2. They want to take the amazing, beautiful story mode and collaborate it with online to make it this beautiful, harmonious game of just good times. Now, it being in beta, there are some stipulations that we have due to the fact that Red Dead Online right now is such an early cycle of its life. From the call, there are some great things I've learned. One, Rockstar is going to be going full steam ahead with Red Dead Online. They have seen amazing results from Red Dead Online and Red Dead Redemption 2 that exceeded their expectations immensely. I mean, like, it blew it out of the water with over 23 million units sold of Red Dead Redemption 2. There is some really great things to come from Rockstar when it comes to Red Dead Online. Take-Two's biggest releases of 2018 were NBA 2K19 and Red Dead Redemption 2, ending 2018 with $1.6 billion. Now, Red Dead Redemption 2 was, of course, the best-selling video game of 2018, and it had the biggest opening weekend, making $725 million in one weekend. Now, those are some crazy numbers. As of February 6th, 23 million units of Red Dead Redemption 2 have been sold, which again are crazy, phenomenal numbers. And you have to commend Rockstar and say many congratulations, the great success they have had in creating another successful title. The rest of 2019 and 2020 have been pretty hinted towards us in regards to what is coming. We have some updates planned by Rockstar, and they do have plans in the next few months to be out of beta. So I believe in the next 4 to 6 months, we should be completely out of beta. And at the end of 2019, we can expect some really, really solid updates. Now, what does that leave us with in the next few updates, in the next few months to come? 2019 is going to shape up really, really nicely for the beta of Red Dead Online. From what I learned from the earnings call, it sounds really good. It sounds like they have a solid plan in mind to really spearhead Red Dead Online in the direction they want it to make it a solid competitor to GTA 5 Online. Right now, with the collaboration or combination of Grand Theft Auto 5 Online and Red Dead Online, there is the most amount of concurrent players Rockstar has ever seen for an online title within like what they've created. So it's really good news. They know that the potential is there. One of the highest rated video games of all time, of course, is Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar has plans for this year and following year to release content for both Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online. Take-Two claims that the company's success was a result of Red Dead Redemption 2 and NBA 2K19 in 2018, and they hope to continue that trend in further years to come. Red Dead Redemption 2 is not going to be something they just sit back on. They have many plans on continuing the success they have seen thus far and furthering that success with the upcoming months and years to come. Now, where does that land us as the Red Dead Redemption 2 daily active players that have fallen in love with the online version of Red Dead Redemption 2? First things first, if you guys have not finished the story mode of Red Dead Redemption 2, highly recommend you jump in there and at least get to the epilogues. Finishing the story that is 6 chapters long. After those 6 chapters, you are introduced into a epilogue, which then you follow another main character, which is a lot of fun. And with no spoilers, I will let you know that the beginning epilogue is very boring. Epilogue 1, very boring. You become a farm servant. You are literally on the farm milking cows, and dudes, it's freaking mind-numbing slow, but once you get through that, it's pretty fun. Take-Two also knows that there's going to be an increase in sales for Red Dead Redemption 2 as it's still growing. The game is still selling pretty often. I believe during the holiday season, many of us saw brand new players to Red Dead Redemption 2, especially in online. I saw a lot of new players, a lot of low levels, and all these new players were very, very fun to interact with, and many of the Grief for Hunter videos I've done recently, I've run into new players. A lot of you awesome viewers have also recently subscribed after the holiday season, and it's been really grateful. I've been really grateful to see all of you guys here, and it's also been just really enjoyable to have all the new members of the community. New content for Red Dead Online will be announced soon. Right now, Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely in those growing pains for Red Dead Online. I think what the overall thing that I've gathered from their earnings call is to stay overall hopeful and stick with them. The Red Dead Online plans right now are to pretty much update the game and fix any problems the game is having. Of course, making it into the most perfect online experience possible, not only for the daily player, but also for the weekend player, and not only for the weekend player, but for the new players as well. I think the most important thing for a brand new game, especially like Red Dead Online in its beta, is to maintain the current players it has, to then use those players for further testing. I know a lot of players that have come to play Red Dead Redemption 2 and play Red Dead Online are not a lot of active daily players. What does that mean? Pretty much what I'm trying to say is a lot of new people to gaming have come to play Red Dead Redemption 2. People that have taken years off of gaming, 10, 15, 20 years, not playing any single video game since then, coming back to Red Dead Redemption 2 and loving the experience that they've been thrown into. They want to keep those players happy, as well as the dailies like you and I that have fallen in love with Red Dead Redemption 2 and want to continue the love for Red Dead Online. In doing so, Rockstar has plans on releasing updates, often enough to keep us happy, but there are not going to be large updates, large-scale updates in 2019 from what I'm understanding. I know that may come to a huge surprise to many of you guys, like, what the hell, Garrett? But from what I'm understanding, new content for Red Dead Online should be released around Q1 of 2020. That includes large-scale updates, like maybe like a heist DLC or a massive DLC that includes huge Red Dead Redemption 2 story or Red Dead Online story mode or more missions, etc., etc. Things that take up a lot of assets. So you can expect huge updates to come from January to March of 2020. In the time being, 2019 is shaping out to be a year filled with fixes and small incremental updates that include different things like large team series, different stranger missions, some updates to the game like we've seen before, things that we've asked for in terms of feedback, because they want to make Red Dead Online the most perfect game possible. So what do I have planned, and what can I, some word of advice for you guys? First things first, I think Rockstar has a solid plan. I think what they have stated in their earnings call and what they want to shape the future of Red Dead Online to look like is great. I think them taking their time, of course, is not in the best interest of you and I right now, but long term, it makes perfect sense. I'm trying to make sure that you guys understand that the reason why they're doing this is so that long term they can succeed, similar to how they have done in GTA 5 Online. GTA 5 Online would not have lasted as long as it did if they did not take the appropriate steps they did early on in the online phase. GTA 5 Online had so many problems in the early stages of its lifespan. On PS3 and Xbox 360, it was literally the worst thing ever. You guys think you have disconnection issues now? GTA 5 Online back then in 2013 was literally the worst. Like, it was so bad. But they have, of course, learned from their mistakes back then. And honestly, the Red Dead Online release you see right now is pretty crisp and clean for comparative to how bad it could have been. Of course, there are still a lot of disconnect issues on the server side, but overall, the game experience itself and how much they were able to retain from Red Dead Redemption 2 over to online to make that experience as smooth as possible, it has not been terrible. I think the issue here is that since most of us have been playing Red Dead Online since the launch in November, a lot of us are just left waiting like, come on, give us something. But we have to stay mindful that Rockstar knows what they're doing. Have a little faith. Know that in 6 to 8, I would say in 6 to 10 months, Rockstar will have an amazing online experience for us to come back to if you want to go back to Red Dead Redemption 2 story and enjoy that. I'm going to keep posting every single day as I do. I'm just keeping you guys in the loop, what's to come. I don't feel like I'm the bearer of bad news, but I definitely want to keep you guys informed, as that's what this channel is all about. It's informative entertainment. That is exactly what I provide. I provide a smile and some information. So, or sometimes that, I guess this video wouldn't be giving you a smile because I'm not really making you guys happy with this information. But regardless, thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for the love. I'll see you guys tomorrow or later today with a brand new video. You guys will see. Rockstar will come through for us. Have a little faith. I believe in them. You guys should too. I'll see you guys later with a brand new video.